Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to Budgets and Dreams. I hope you've all had an absolutely amazing week. As always, please let me know what you've been up to down in the comments. So we're going to kick off with the affirmation. No pre-ramble today. So last week's was, I have the courage to create positive change in my life, and I have done that this week. I have taken lots of steps to improve both my fitness, my lifestyle, and my diet, and it is all going well at the moment. When I'm more confident that it is sticking around and going well, I will share more. But yeah, so that's that. So this week's affirmation is, ooh, I have the power to make an impact. That's cool. Oh, taking this in quite a literal sense, there's lots of Christmas parties coming up soon, isn't there? Maybe you can make an impact at those. Cool, I love that, that's lovely. Lushers. So I'm going to do the giveaway next, because if I don't do it, I won't be able to contain my excitement. So let's do that first. Thank you so much for everybody who added a comment for the giveaway. It is to win one pack of all of these lovely things. So I am going to just pick 3 winners all off in one go, and then I'll have a chance to look at the comments and see if you had preferences of which pack you wanted and stuff, and see if I can figure out to make it as fair as possible. So I have the iPad. Whoop. I'm using a new comment picker that I've never used before, so I don't actually know how well this is going to go. But I've put in to use 3 winners. We're going to search just on the yellow heart, and then I'll worry about divvying out the prizes like I just said. And that's it, I think. So hopefully, if I press this button, it should work. Oh, it's a little shock. Oh, okay, that was just to pick the comments, I think. No, that's it, that's the winners. Sorry, guys. Deris 2001, congratulations, you have won one. Susan, oh, the lovely Susan Buckworth, lovely, hello. You have also won, congratulations. And Save with Sad, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. You have also won, so congratulations you 3. That is awesome news. I hope you can see this on camera. It all looks really dark on my phone. But yeah, hopefully you can see that, and yay, I'm so excited. So if the 3 of you could please drop me an email or contact me on Instagram, and then I'll grab your address and I'll get it all sent out to you, hopefully in time for Christmas, although I can't guarantee that, we're getting a bit close. But yeah, hopefully. So yeah, drop me an email, and yeah, congratulations. Oh, let's have a quick look at the comments and see if there are any preferences. Oh, okay, so Safe with, I'm going to say Sad, really wanted pack 2, which is the Penguins pack. So I can at least know for sure that I'm going to be doing that one. So it is this one here with the lovely penguin pile up and the Aim for the Moon, the dashboard that I have. So congratulations. So Deris and Sue, you're going to have to fight over pack 1 and pack 3. So let me know when you contact me which one you would want. So pack 1 is the My Money Matters 2025 with the Roll and Save and the Add a Little Sparkle Everywhere You Go dashboard. And then number 3 is all the stuff from Lady Budget, including this awesome shiny sticker, and Sweet Like Candy, Believe in Yourself, and also The Way I See It, If You Want the Rainbow, You Got to Put Up with the Rain dashboard. And of course, do let me know, you 3, if you would like the £1,000 emergency fund tracker, and then I'll give it to whoever wants it. So yeah, so that is it. That's the giveaway. That's so exciting. I need to get these back in the right order. So congratulations. Sorry to everyone else. I know it's really disappointing, isn't it? You get excited about these things and then you're like, oh, it wasn't me. But hopefully you'll stick around. But yeah, giveaway. Congrats. Ooh. Message me, email me, do the stuff. Right then, so let's get stuck into Hyperjar whilst I've got this on screen. This is all of Oscar's setup. You've never seen this before. So I'll just log into Hyperjar and we'll get going. Alrighty then, so this is Hyperjar. As we go through Hyperjar today, I'm going to be doing a quick tour. So if you're not interested in Hyperjar and how it works, feel free to skip forward to the cash part when you'll see me playing with some monies. So we have got £295 in the wallet that I need to distribute amongst the jars, but I will talk about how that all works as I go. So Hyperjar, what is it? It's not a bank account, it's a prepaid MasterCard. So you load money into it, so you just push money from your bank account into Hyperjar. into the app. You get a card that you can use in the shops for Tappy Tappy, and I think you can withdraw cash as well. And then you divvy out all of your money into all the pots. So when you add money in, it will go straight to your wallet, and then from there you can just chunk it out. So when you first have Hyperjar, you will just have the wallet and one of these grey boxes with a big plus in it. This is so you can create your own jar. So we'll do that together now. So we will create a jar. It's really easy. A jar. We can put in a goal if we want to. We can choose the colour if we want to. We can select a photo. There's loads of different options to choose from. He's cute. So that's it. That's how you, and then you click create. I'm not a very good demo person. And then from there, you can then add money. So if we just click add, and then we can add £100, and it's going to come from the wallet to a jar. We could change where it comes from, so we could choose a jar, a different jar. But yeah, we're just going to add it from there and click OK and confirm. That'll go bing. Oh, it was very quiet. You couldn't hear it, but it did go bing. So success, you sent £100 to a jar from wallet. There you go. So there's now £100 in a jar, and there is a jar. So I am now going to move that money from a jar into groceries, which is where it needs to go. So we are then just going to click send £100 to groceries, confirm, and done. So that is the absolute bare bones basics of the basics operations of Hyperjar. So that's all good. So I don't need a jar anymore, although that guy's super cute. So I'm going to actually delete it. So I just go to settings, and then from there I can delete. Other things that you can do in here is you can share the details of the jar with a reference ID. I've never seen that before. That's not what I was going to say. You can add contacts to jars so they can share a jar with you. But I can't see it on here. Hang on, let's delete this and I'll go to an actual real life jar. Okay, so that £100 is in groceries now. So this two people thing here means that I share this pot with someone. I share it with Ben. Okay, sorry, I had a bit of a moment there. I can't find where you actually add somebody into the jar, but there is an option to do that, and it should be quite straightforward unless they've removed that functionality, but I don't think they have. So you can create jars that you share with other people. So they will need to have their own Hyperjar account, and they'll also have their own Hyperjar card, but then your two separate cards will work on that one same jar. You don't need a card per jar like you do in Starling. Also, you can link the jar that you want to spend from really, really easily. So at the moment, I've got this little Superman symbol on fun. That means I've super linked this card. So when I tap my card to pay, it will come out of fun. But if I wanted that to be groceries instead, I'd click on groceries, click superlink, and then I've got two options, superlink until I unlink or superlink just once. I would recommend, hopefully I'm on screen, I would recommend you just always click superlink until I unlink, and then that just gives you a bit more control in case any transactions fail or if you're in a bad Wi-Fi area, and particularly if you are buying online. So yeah, superlink until I unlink is my preferred option. So you just click that, and then it says it's linked. And then you go back and you see the superlink is now on that jar. So when I go into the shops and I pay, the money will come directly out of groceries, which is the benefit that this has over, say, Monzo, where you can't do that. You kind of have to move the money into the main account, don't you, to be able to spend it? Unless they've updated that feature, I'm not sure. So yeah, Hyperjar is super duper flexible. What I tend to do is when I'm out and about shopping, I always superlink whatever jar has the most money in, and then I go and do all of my shopping out of that jar. And then when I come home, I use the receipts to reconcile everything, because it's just easier than when you're in the middle of the town or the middle of the supermarket trying to say, right, well, this is coming from groceries, so I'm going to link groceries, wait for that to be linked, then tap, but this bit's coming out of home, so I'm going to link home, and then wait for that to, and then, and it's just a bit of a faff. So I just link it all out of one pot and then reconcile it when I get home. So that is that for that. So let's pop some more money into these jars. So Fun is getting 85 to take it back up to 200. Sorry, I keep forgetting, if you click add, you can see all my personal information. So we're going to click send instead. 85 to Fun. Oh, Oscar's just coming home. It's going to get noisy in a sec. So yeah, Oscar has just come home, so if you hear any noises and movings, I'm sorry, but that's real life. So £85 is now in Fun, which is great. We are also going to send £100 into home, because that is dry. So £100 into home and wait for that to go. That is done. So we've got £10 left and that is going to Italy. Where else? There we go. So Italy will now have 1,290 in there, which is mad. All done. So we go back and we can see all the money's in the right places. 200 in fun, 100 in groceries, 100 in home, 860 in ice cream. We did have to poach a little bit out of ice cream to top up groceries this week, but never mind. Yeah, I've just super linked fun back in because that's how I spend the money. Right, so aside from that, there are some other bits and bobs. I can't scroll around too much because you'll see too much personal information. Just above here, there is a transactions list, so you can see all the money that's been moving in and out. There's some totals, jar numbers that you can see, and also any notifications, which are notifications sent by Hyperjar, and also communication between you and your contacts. Down the bottom of the page, there is a list of all of your contacts. So that is people who are on Hyperjar that you have connected with, so friends, family, anything like that. There's also this rewards section and shops and vouchers section. And this is where all of your bits and bobs of earned extra pennies goes in. So rewards, for example, when you buy with Just Eat at the moment, you get 1% back for every £1 that you spend. So if you purchase something through Hyperjar, it will automatically go into this little reward pot. And then the next time you buy with Just Eat, it will automatically spend that 26p. And then in shops and vouchers, that has the same as these kind of, but then some added bits and bobs as well, so specific vouchers that you have bought, and I'll come on to that in a minute. There is a cashback section, so you can go through here and look at all of the deals and fancy what's it's for cashback. So let's say for Christmas, I want to buy an Apple gift card for a friend. Oh, that's not a good example because it's not got two options. Hang on, let's just find one with two options. Yes, here we go. So B&M cashback voucher. So you can buy a voucher. So this is like the jam jar thing that you've heard people talking about, I expect. So you just buy a voucher on here for however much money you want. And then it says, choose your cashback. Do you want 6% to spend at B&M or 4% to spend anywhere? If you click 6% to spend at B&M, it will create one of those like little voucher things like I just showed you for Just Eat. And that's where the cashback will go. And then when you spend in B&M, it will just automatically take it off. If you put 4% to spend anywhere, then you can choose which jar it goes into, whether it goes into your wallet or groceries or wherever. So yeah, you just buy your voucher. So click next on here, put in the amount that you want to buy, read all the terms and conditions, can't stress that enough. And then, yeah, then you get a voucher like any other voucher that you can use online or you can use in a shop. Some of them you can't use online, so you can't use Pizza Hut vouchers online, which is why somewhere in here I have got... Yeah, there you go. I've got £7.60 on a Pizza Hut voucher because we were doing an online order. I got a voucher for the amount I needed to spend, and then found out that I couldn't use it online. So then I had to go to the pizza shop, and they didn't have the deal I wanted, and I couldn't afford the pizza. But bless, the manager was super sweet, managed to like jimmy some numbers around for me so that I could afford it. But then it cost less than I was expecting, so I've ended up with a random £7.60 to spend at Pizza Hut at some point. But that's the joy of buying vouchers and stuff, isn't it? So that's vouchers. And then also in shops, there's other different offers and cashbacks, and you can buy vouchers for things. So the basic functionality of Hyperjar is just really easy peasy. It's just everything that I just showed you with the jars. I hope that was helpful. It felt like a waffle. It really was a waffle. Anyway, moving on. Should we play with some cash? Right then, so we have got 240 in cash and a £100 placeholder. 340 in cash and a £100 placeholder. I don't know, let's count it. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, I've got 320 in cash and a £100 placeholder. And I think that's right. It doesn't give you much confidence, I don't expect, that I think I'm right. I am struggling with my words. My brain is not keeping up with me. I did not have a good night with the old head yesterday. Had a very bad headache and still feel like poo. So let's get stuck in. So cash has its 100. I am health, car, and then O stuff and clubs. I'm going to put the full £60 allowance for all of those things straight into health because nothing else needs it. So rather than putting it down here and getting confused. So we're just going to do 20, 40, 60. straight into health. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. So 160 in health, which is great. So the cap on that one is 200. So that is literally everything in here. We don't need to top up anything else. That's easy peasy. Thank you so much for all your lovely comments on the Q&A video. I was really nervous about that, so it was really nice to hear that some of you actually did really enjoy it. So thank you for that. If you've not checked that out, do if you can. It is an hour long. Just to give you the heads up. Right, so next we are going to stuff Summer in Oscar's binder because nothing else needs stuffing. And do you remember a couple of weeks ago I said that I was going to take my time saving for summer and Christmas and do it all through the year? I've changed my mind because, yeah, I just couldn't do it. It would just bore me. So I've decided to just smash out summer. So I do have, oh, I've just moved the iPad. Oh, yeah, let me show you. Hang on. Right, so this is my savings plan for annual stuff. Sorry if the light's shining. So I've listed all of my annual things down here and the goal for saving. Summer is 525 because we've already saved 75, but typically it's 600. So I've put all the categories for my annual bits and bobs that go out, the amount that I want to save, and then a total down here. And then this number here, this 73, is the total divided by 52. So that's the amount of money I'd need to save every week to cover all of my annuals. And then I put it all into a spreadsheet just to make sure that I could hit all of the like deadlines when things are due. So to be able to do that and not have money hanging around in cash in my envelopes for too long and getting me confused, I've sort of, between each of the school holidays, I've added in a bigger goal. So we're going to start with the summer and then the February holidays, which will be done just in time for February. And then the school uniform, because there's no rush on that, but it just breaks up the February holidays from the Easter holidays. So once the uniform's done, we'll save for the Easter holidays, which will be ready just in time for those. And then we're going to save for our anniversary quite early, but it breaks up the Easter and the May holidays. So then the May holidays, that'll be saved just in time for that. Then we're going to save for Oscar's birthday. Then we're going to save for Christmas. So all through the summer, I'll be saving for Christmas. Then the October holidays, then the car insurance, then the Christmas holidays, and then we get to start all over again. But that will be £75 a week, and then this just keeps everything really easy for me. So the aim of my budget at the moment is to keep things as simple as possible so I can spend as less time in my spreadsheet as possible, because we don't need to anymore because we paid off the debt, and I just want to take a step back from the spreadsheet and give myself some space. So I have automated my entire budget so it does it all for me and I don't have to think about it, but I will do a proper video on that when I've got more time. So let's put £75 into summer and colour off these pineapples. So 20, 40, 60, 75. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. I'm going to consolidate this because I need to. So we'll leave a 10 and we'll get 2 20s. I think I need to anyway. So hopefully we should have the right money. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 50. That's better. Right, so let's colour these little pineapples in. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I've been doing some colouring the past few days actually in my little grown-up colouring book. It's been nice. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pineapples. They're 30 quid each. That's 150. Everything is gravy. Lovely. So that is summer done. And so then, yeah, that will be the plan from now on. £75 a week into each annual in turn. So that is everything for Oscar's binder. So let's have some fun in the fun binder. So first off, birthdays is getting 5. I feel like I've probably got way too many 5s now. Yeah, we're probably good. Oh no, I might swap out some 5. Yeah, so so birthdays is getting 5, but I'm gonna swap that for a 10. So birthdays has got 20, and then adventure is getting 10. So it has 120, 40, 60, 80, 230. And we'll colour in some feet. Like that. Lovely. And then holiday is a biggie. So let's stuff this and get some stickers on. So it is getting, and this is all wrong in here, by the way. I'll figure it out. So when I counted it up last time, these two placeholders were stuck together, but then I think there should also be another £20 note in here, and I don't know where it's gone. I think when I've been swapping notes around at some point, I must have like got it wrong. I should imagine it's hiding in my roll it up savings because I condensed a load of 5s out of there. So yeah, anyway, this is all wrong, but I will fix it. But for today, we are putting in 100 and 20, 40, 60. So it's got in the envelope 2, 4, 6, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 780, but I think it should have 800. But I will fix that when I can. So what colour am I doing now? I don't remember my plan. Oh yeah, I do. All right, let's put these on. So I'm going to put 4 of these on. There we go. Probably could have done that a little bit neater, but never mind. So that is that in there. So there's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 lots of 40. So that should be £800, shouldn't it? So yeah, I need to find 20 quid from somewhere. I will double check what I've got in all the binders at some point and see where that's gone. I'm sure it exists somewhere. Right, so fun, nothing, no changes in there, no extra spending out of there, which is good. Friends is all good, we're not topping that up, but we are putting 60 quid into hair, and I have over condensed, haven't I? So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 into hair. That could have all been 20s. I condensed loads of 10s and 5s out of this binder before stuffing, thinking I needed them, but I didn't. Clothes. Yes, I condensed this as well. I stole some coins out of poor Floss because I didn't have any coins, so she's really light again now. So clothes, let's roll a dice. I'm actually just going to take a breath and grab a drink. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, sorry about that. Right, so let's get stuck in then. So I've got £10, so a 5 and 5 ones to play with. So we're going to roll a dice and see how much I'm going to save for clothes. Oh, 5, that makes everything super easy. I like it when that happens. So 5 going in there. Which pen was I using? So 1. And then I think we're going to have to go red, aren't we? Or dark pink. It's going to be orange, so then it's an actual rainbow. I'm going to go red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. Leave that to dry because the red for some reason takes ages to dry. And then savings, this is roll it up. So, oh, sorry, that was 5. So I've got a 5 for my purse, maybe. See if we can get a ratty one. Yeah, 5 for my purse, but we'll see if we need it for this. So let's roll. Whoops. So 9 for this, which makes it very, very easy. Good. So 4 into Flossie. Nearly into Flossie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 1 into my purse, and then 5 into here. So in cash in here now, because I've condensed everything, we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 25. That's cool. And then there's still change in floss as well. So I need to cross off 9 on here. Wow. 4. Oh, nearly. That's 10, isn't it? Oh, well, there you go. I'm just going to stick this extra 1 into floss. There we go. So that's them all done again. 4, 8. Oh, no, it's not. 4, 6. Yeah, it is. 8. 10. Oh, gosh, so that's another 25. So we should have 150 in here now. So there should be 25 quid in floss. I don't believe that there is. I think something's gone horribly wrong. Never mind. I'll sort it all out at some point. So I've just got £5 for my purse, which is great because that is all that I need, really. So clothes can have its little tracker back. And that's it for this binder. So let's have some fun in savings. If I've done everything right, I should have 30 quid. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Perfect. Right, so let's get cracking. So first off, we're going to cross off £20 on here. That's the £20 that me and my sister put in on Hyperjar. So no actual real life cash for that. But we are nearly done there, which is lovely. 52-week challenge. I'm just going to stick with it for now. I don't quite know. I've got sort of an idea of something I'm going to do with it, but I just want to think about it a bit longer. So £10 going in there this week. So that's a good milestone to hit, isn't it? I've done a whole 10 weeks. So we've got 25, 35, 45, 50. Did I count that right? Probably. So that's the 52-week challenge, and then fill the jar, which is saving up for Oscar's potential school trip. We haven't heard yet. I don't know when they're going to do the draw, but please keep everything crossed still. I would love for him to go. So we are doing another yellow. It really likes yellow. So that's 2. And a green is 3. So that's then a 5. So a yellow... Let's go here. And a green here. I think I'll just leave it there for now, so I've got a bit more to play with, but if I've got any cash left at the end, I'll come back, I think. So just £5 into there this week for that one. And so there's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 in there. So this is where I should have come to get £5 notes. Why did I go to the fun binder and not here? This is obvious where this is all the £5 notes will be. Never mind. Right, so the fantastical boobies from that there budgets. Just going to roll 1 dice for this one. Oh, £5 again is going into here. So let's do the 4 and the 1 again. Lovely. So £5 in here is 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65. Lush. And this is saving for Mother's Day. I can't remember how much it'll save into. Oh, 105 in total. Lovely. So choose your own adventure. Let's give this a go. We have got currently £10 left for everything else that's left. So we are on CB25. So concerned by the goose's it's going to be tough today, guys, sorry. Concerned by the goose's escalating antics, you decided to err on the side of caution and make a hasty retreat indoors. Rising from your seat, you quickly gather your belongings and seek refuge inside the safety of the pub. As you close the door behind you, you breathe a sigh of relief, grateful to have escaped the goose's audacious advances. I like that, audacious advances. Safely ensconced within the cosy confines of the pub, you settle back into your seat, content to enjoy the remainder of your evening in peace. Good, I got away from the goose, that's nice. And there's no choice on this one, it's just £3, and then we're going to go straight to CB30. So 3... I'm glad there's no decision making that needs to be done. I don't have it in me today. So CB30, there we go, and it won't be the end. And it was £3, wasn't it? So £3 going into the sloth bag for that one. Lovely, and then into Oscar's savings then. So this is the big book of savings. Right here, so we've only got £7 left. Oh, that's good. So just got this and roll it up, so we should be all right. So let's rule. So 3, where's my pen? So 1, 2, 3, that's just £1. We can do that. And then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is, oh no. 1, 2, 3, oh no, I miscounted, good. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just 1. Lovely. I thought it was the trainers again, and that's 15. So I'm glad it wasn't. So let's just do one more and hope it's something little. Please. 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Another £3. So that's £5 in total for Oscar's savings. And that goes in here. So I've got £2 for cheeky bonus, which is good news. Let's tidy all of this away. Right then, cheeky bonus, £2. Let's make the most of it. So first up, we have got 3. Oh, that's me. That's nice because I spent a bit of mine. I took a little bit out of gifts and a bit out of mine to tip a delivery driver on the weekend because the weather was awful. So I gave him quite a nice tip. That wasn't all of what I tipped him either. But yeah, it was just so minging out there. I just felt so bad for the guy. But me and Oscar had a lovely curry. It was when Ben went out on the weekend to see some friends. So me and Oz took advantage and had some dirty foods and it was lush. The last one then, oh yay, it's me again. When it rains, it pours. So that is that for that. So Oscar spent a little bit of his, so he's got £4 now. Ben's on 3, I'm on 4. Future's on 1, Charity's on 2, and Gifts is on 5. So that is it. That is absolutely everything. Thank you again for sticking with me. I know sometimes when I'm feeling a bit pants, it doesn't really come across on the camera, but then I always worry that it does. So sorry if I do sound a bit scatty or a bit low or whatever. I'm going to go and take some painkillers now, the good kind, and I'm going to enjoy it. Anyway, have an amazing weekend. I'm not sure if I'm coming back to you in the week with another video or not. We will see. But if not, I'll see you next week for another Cash Stuff In. So this week's affirmation is, I have the power to make an impact. I really like that one. It's really cool. Anyway, take care. Have a lovely few days or week until I see you next. And yeah, thank you so much again for being here. So yeah, thanks everyone. Bye.